From on TSN3, it's a South Coast derby. Bournemouth with 5
bits and pieces in technique, distribution, and of course work with the ball at feet. Pep Guardiola says not with a point to prove, but with a chance to be welcomed back with open arms. From the team selection is that Kevin De Bruyne returns to the squad, having been injured since the opening day. He joins Sterling and Gabriel Jesus alongside former Manchester United youngsters Tom Heaton and Phil Bardsley. Well, it's been a terrific run for Burnley in the last 3 games, 2 wins, and we last saw him in Manchester City colours on the opening day of the campaign against Arsenal. Pieces with the players who stayed behind, which included Sergio Aguero. 41 Premier League starts. He's certainly someone who can do the damage, and we're just waiting for the two sides to switch ends, and then we'll get. These two sides start this game with identical records in the last 3 league games. Just shows how strong Manchester City are, and are particularly inside the first minute.
Well, it was a really, really risky ball. Its position is able to gamble, and that is dangerous. Planted would have been very dangerous.
And it goes towards Vokes, who heads it.
Delivers normally very, very well. Vokes in a good position. Gets a good head to it, and that's
the support is arriving, and there's plenty of it. Bernardo, the same thought process that saw the end of Joe Hart. In towards Aguero.
He pulls off the back of him. Majestic ball by Riyad Mahrez. And
whips a dangerous one over for Sané. And Bernardo Silva swung at it.
They're typically big, as you would expect from the Sean Dyche side.
Well, they've been waiting for him to return. Kevin De Bruyne has had a good few.
Fullbacks dropping in there.
Tigerish work there.
David Silva in particular to try and get some.
Tarkowski chasing down Leroy Sané and doing it to Manchester City side, who are now seemingly in the groove. In from Mahrez. Aguero on the end of it.
Additional ball towards Riyad Mahrez. It's the second time Aguero has run off the back of Tarkowski. Have edited it possibly. He does well to get a foot to it.
Little touch for Sané, another touch for Silva. There's the finish from Aguero.
Stop this Manchester City side. When they get in and it goes drifting, he feeds David Silva. Look at the awareness. That was exactly 6-yard box. Has the awareness to find Sergio Aguero. Finish by Sergio Aguero.
John Lowton fizzes it over towards Mahrez, who met it with some force.
Fans, you'd have to be saying more so than players, for a penalty kick, claiming a handball. Forward picks up a really good ball. Mahrez meets it well. And again, it's good defending from Charlie Taylor.
Fernandinho. Way too much on that. Aguero, bit of room from here. Burnley are standing off him, and they might pay for it here because Silva
drifts into the space. He drives, gets the shot off, and it's a really important block into the space, and David Silva arrives on the spot.
Well, some familiar faces in the crowd today, including a certain Mr. Gallagher.
The City playing from the back with the quality they have. Burnley side open, incisive play, first touch off, should be finding Sané, and then he's in on goal.
Team Sterling and Kevin De Bruyne on your bench. Of course, Sterling was in action for Mahrez once again. 4 in the middle in Manchester City colours.
It's been a problem for Charlie Taylor. Drops the shoulder, checks it back. He's just in the middle. Bernardo Silva, Sergio Aguero waiting across the 6-yard.
Hendrick, and still.
Jones makes himself as big as possible. He's back out to Lennon, trying to find top corners.
Than he actually did.
It's one of those where Vokes in this one really wanting to go for the ball. City, Sané drifting infield. David Silva, the picture. Charlie Taylor do a little bit better, get it slightly.
James Anderson amongst the crowd here at the Etihad today, looking to sprint past Taylor. Then the tricks come out, and then Bernardo Silva's there for the 4. Now Goodmanson tries to find space and then look for the.
Well, this is what Burnley are capable of. Stephen the 4 finds Goodmanson, and a bit too much on it.
Over towards David Silva. Brilliant from Hart.
Keep an eye on David Silva. The back four aren't in tandem. Gets a good back to Sergio Aguero. I'm not quite sure, even with it by Hart, it comes back, just being so accustomed.
The first few minutes, Manchester City roared back into gear, and Sergio Aguero's Joe Hart from some last-ditch tackles as well from his centre halves. They lead by a goal to nil. Beaten by a former teammate Sergio Aguero in the first half for the only goal of the game. So from the other end of the ground, he'll be looking to stop the likes of Aguero and Sané in this. Off we go in the second half. The bad news for Burnley as we get underway again is that Manchester City, there he is. Funny to think, he's missed 10 Manchester City games. David Silva set his sights on goal there. Matt Lowton got in the way. And straight away there was concern from the players here.
Around them made John Moss realise there's a sheer power.
Fernandinho, they're queuing up, and Cork has to deal with it.
Vincent Kompany took control of the situation. It's an unselfish header. He's not going for goal.
Down he goes. Referee says no penalty. But Bernardo Silva carries on and scores. Many of the Burnley players stopped.
Jack Cork, they're all running towards the referee. Burnley players go to sleep. Manchester City's got a great view. He goes to whistle, then he takes it away. That's what they argue. A really good area. Suspicion of it being out, but Bernardo Silva.
Over it comes. Lowton tries to guide it away. Fernandinho will hit it.
Arguments still go on. But Burnley, but it comes out, ricochets out. They're bare on the edge of the box. Boy, it finds him. What a finish. Over.
He replaces Bernardo Silva. Kevin De Bruyne can the damage and maybe cause some at the other end. Ederson's come for this. Here, just slightly overran it. De Bruyne, Mahrez.
Back to John Stones on the swivel, in between the onrushing Mahrez.
For Defoe again. Bends it over towards Vokes, but also towards it. And now it's Silva for Aguero. Nice touch.
Has the easiest one to the left to Mendy. Not for him. First touch is good from Serge. Kicking off. World Cup. Weight of a nation playing as that central striker. Still only nicely flighted out towards
Lowton. In towards Vokes. In corner. In towards Vokes. A different game.
It's a congested 6-yard box. And again, the angle.
Sané. Good darting run. Switched on the pace.
I think it does. I think it does. So the players are now reacting.
Out for Jesus. Nearly dropped for Sané. Might still for Jesus. Looking for Sané. For David Silva maybe. And from Mahrez. Good combination play. Jesus waits in the middle. There he is!
The run, then he has the awareness with his weaker rifle to just dig a little cross out. De
Bruyne. It's his kind of range. It's his kind of ball, that as well. To
waits for the run and just slides it right through that Burnley defence. It's one run, slides in. It's a little bit of here.
And it's a good delivery too.
And it's a delivery again, decent.
Located it. Mahrez tries to bend it. Stopping that from Riyad Mahrez. It's 4-0.
Bruyne, but they back up play well. And this is Riyad Mahrez from his Leicester City in size. And how about that for a finish? Can do absolutely nothing about it. Sublime.
Now Mahrez. They want more here, Manchester City. Foden. De Bruyne. Kompany the target.
The most stressed he gets is during the week on the training pitch.
Oh, that's short from Stones. Ederson dug him out of.
Is very, very fortunate because Chris Wood reads that situation well.
In from Mendy. Sané. 5.
Gusted. Very little he could have done for any of those. Drops deeper on this occasion. Mendy first time. That's just him, isn't it? For him again. And Sané unmarked ever so slightly. into the corner.